Hey guys, just want to talk about something today. I've noticed it quite a bit frequently, and it's about old school RuneScape and the fact that it's fucking impossible to get people to play this game. Like, I have fucking tried countless times, no success. They either fucking hate it, oh my god, it sucks, or like they'll think it's like it's too old for them, or the graphics turns them off, or the way you click on the mouse to move your character is just a big turn off to them. Oh, these poor people, right? You know what? I feel like old school RuneScape is one of the greatest games that's ever been delivered to mankind. It has stayed true, it stayed faithful to just getting rid of those microtransactions. It doesn't have a single one, bro. It doesn't have a single one. Minus the bond. But you know what? You can buy that in the game anyway. With gold. If you put enough time into the game, it's easy. Like, I don't know. It's not a fucking malicious team here. Jagex is not a malicious team at all. They're a very good one. Well, the old school one, right? Like, we're not talking RuneScape. Like, we're not talking the shit game that, developed into a fucking turd over time. And yeah, dude, I don't even want to get into that. Like, that game is just a fucking specimen in its own right, but not in the ways that we're loving it, right? Ugh, no. You ask any old school player what they think about RuneScape in general, like the real one. I don't even want no, the real one. What am I saying? The fucking fake one, bro. Fake fucking RuneScape. Old school's the real one. It's always been the OG, right? You ask any player, fuck that game, bro. That game sucks. There's nothing to it. I'm sure there's going to be some hate on this, like, oh, dude, he's roasting our game. No, no, no. I'm an old school fan, okay? The old school people will protect me from you because we're a stronger fucking community, all right? We stand for things. We can actually put our fucking foot down and say, I don't want this. And you know what? The team listens to us because that's what a healthy relationship between gamers and a community fucking people or like the game devs is. You put your fucking foot down, and that's it. The biggest reason why old school is so respected today is because it hasn't gone past the boundary point. Like, it has never done that. And even if it tried to, people would fucking hate it so much that it would be boycotted instantly like this. Goodbye. Like, they would just go, hey guys, there is this really cool old school private server right over there, and they don't do any of that shit. Let's go, But the old school devs, they know that if they pull some shenanigans like that, it's not going to go well. So they stay true. And so does the player base. There is a mutual respect between the two that is not broken. And it's going to stay that way because it's a solid connection. You see things like Blizzard. Like, they broke their connection with, well, number one, merging with the Activision was number one's connection broken. Number two was not paying attention to what the player base had to say to them regarding their game, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, any of them, any of those big titles. They didn't listen. And that's a big problem. Because if you don't listen to what your player base is saying to you, you're going to lose so much. And it's going to be piece by piece. You start to lose, like Blizzard started to lose their identity very quickly over time. And the revenue, you see the stocks, everything just dropped. The player base didn't respect them. We still don't. I personally don't. I know my buddies, they don't either. I've heard my buddies say this so many times. I'm just done with Blizzard, man. I just can't anymore. I can't do it with them, right? Maybe we'll give them one more chance. It's always that one more chance. Let's just do that, right? And it's just this toxic fucking relationship between Blizzard and the fan base. You do not want to have a toxic relationship with your fan base, ever. The people who are paying your bills, you don't want to do that. Because you do it enough times and you're biting the hand that feeds you, that's fucked. Because there's no going back after that. People are not going to view you or respect you the same way. And that's a given. you have dug yourself in your own grave. Enough about Blizzard, though. Let's talk about RuneScape. Let's talk about the Old School team. They haven't done that. And even if they did, it was a huge mistake on their part, but they owned up to it. They understand their ways, what they went and did. It's not good. And that's why it's such a revered game. It's a strong one where everyone's like, fuck yeah, I remember RuneScape. I remember Old School RuneScape. I liked Old School more. RuneScape itself, that shitty fucking version, get that out of here. It's full of fucking parasites. Parasites I'm talking about are the microtransactions. You get a game full of parasites in a matter of time, that thing is not even, it's gross. Like, it's just disgusting. You don't want to even touch that thing because there's nothing to it. The gameplay is garbage. The fucking microtransactions, you have to feel like you need to buy the genie lamps, right? I have to buy the genie lamps to fit in or to get my skills up there. I've heard of stories, horror stories, where people have bought genie lamps all the way to 99 construction and their house is fucking naked. Their house is naked. It has one chair. One fucking chair. And like 99 crafting, you have one chair? Dude, that makes no sense. What the fuck is that? Get that out of here. That is terrible. You have destroyed the game in so many ways that, like, I don't even know, man. Like, how do you even describe such a shit show like this, right? How do you describe something like this? It's like the fucking circus, bro. You play RuneScape to level up your skills, number one, and to achieve new things for your house. And I'm not just talking construction in general. I'm talking all the skills, bro. Like, these guys are probably not mined a damn thing in their life. They've just bought the fucking genie lamps and spun the wheels of fortune, the squeal of fortune, whatever the fuck it is. And it's just boring, bro. Like, why would you want to do that when there's no achievement to it? That's not RuneScape. That's not the traditional thing. RuneScape was a grind. But it was a grind that made you feel good about it. Like, you achieve things slowly. And the big amounts of XP that you had to unlock, got you your skill cape. It got you on the leaderboards. And people viewed you as like, wow, that's a cool skill cape. That, I wonder how long that took. Hey, I'll ask them, right? And it sparked up these conversations and stuff. But you go look at RuneScape and it's like, you look at a dude who's got the max cape, you're like, dude, like, I can't relate to you. You probably fucking bought that. Like, you're a goof. And it's just a goofy thing. Like, why would you even want to be doing that? Spending your own hard-earned money on some dumb shit like that when you can just go play Old School, not have to spend a dime. Yeah, maybe your initial startup membership, right? But you, like I said, you can buy a bond from the GE. Even as a fucking Iron Man, you can still go do that. You have enough gold. You can elk things. You can just literally coast, right? You can coast along. Or even more than that, depending on how good you are. And most people can get to that level. It's disappointing, you guys. Like, so many companies these days, they're just so malicious and so greedy for money that gaming has really fallen apart to such a degree that it's just unrepairable. Like, once the Pandora's box was opened, it is really hard to close. The microtransaction box has been opened, and then they seen another avenue of revenue, right? It's shit happens all the time. There's different things that happen that, people will just flock to. Oh wow, we can make money off this now. Let's do it, right? Implement it. And it's like they're not seeing what they're destroying, right? Gaming is not a thing about making money off of players. It's never it's never been about that. It's you selling your product one time to the player, and the player gets a package deal, right? It's like this: if you were to go buy a car, and then like you're driving your car, right, and it's talking to you, oh, do you want this like microtransaction in your car? We can install it for you. oh, right now for the low price of $20. It's like, no, I don't want that. And it did that to you every day. And you couldn't get away from that. Or it's saying, put $50 in or else the engine's shutting off for 5 seconds or like 10 seconds and you're driving. Like, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on, right? These are microtransactions. These are little fucking things to get in your way and fuck with you. And it's not right. It's not a good thing. And it happens all the time. And it's got to stop. Will it stop? Nah, probably not. I'm one guy. I'm not going to make anything happen. Like, I'm just putting my voice out there. I'm just saying how solid Old School RuneScape is. And people hating on it. They just don't like it. It's like, well, why? It's a full package game. You shouldn't hate on it. Your opinion fucking sucks. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, have you even tried? And they'll be like, yeah, I gave it a try. Ooh. It's like, no, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't. You probably didn't even get through Tutorial Island. Fuck you. But anyway, that's my discussion about how solid Old School is these days. Anyone who hates on it, fuck you, honestly. Go play your microtransaction shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. But the people who support it and the people who have been there the entire time, you guys are solid. You're a solid community. We all are. And we stand for something. And that's what makes us good. That's what sets us apart from other weak companies that won't listen to their player base. The player base has stepped up and really put their foot down. And this is what makes it golden. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks.